Hey, 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 beautiful heart. What's vibin'? Dr. Denae, the Awakening Doctor, here to do today's energy forecast. Check in what's going on. I had some really interesting dreams last night. And they were all kind of the same theme. When I woke up this morning, I felt it in the atmosphere as well. So I thought, okay, very interesting. These two cards kept coming up in the meditation and shuffling before this reading. So yeah, we're on to something here. So the overall energy that I was feeling is there are quite a number of really good people on this awakening path, really just wanting to heal and move forward. But your attention is being drawn back to basically what has either broke you or hurt you. And a lot of energy spent looking at what has hurt you or who has hurt you, all the different things, as well as the time frame it's taking to heal. So I want to address that in this reading as well, because guys, you are so much closer than you realize to breaking through this. So this is very much encouragement. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't give up now. Don't throw in the towel now. How do you get out in front of this energy that is, I know, it's intense, and it takes a while to work through that. And for those of you who were just triggered when I said a while, let me drop some knowledge on you. Time is an illusion, and altered ego, monkey mind, however you want to say it, loves to get stuck on time frames. How long something's taking, how quick it is. And especially when we've been going through the muck and the mire, trying to heal and switch and come up. All of that. Altered ego is going to get you in your head with this whole, when's this going to stop? It's been a while, blah, blah, blah. Guys, that's an altered ego monkey mind trap. How do you get around that? You have to hit back with your truths. Yes, this journey can seem to take a while. It is not an overnight journey, and it is not a linear journey. That's the big, I don't want to say issue, but the big jump or change in thinking that needs to happen. The matrix is very linear, A to B, in a line. There's no room for anything aside from linear thinking. All the systems are designed linearly. For those of you who follow me and watch me on a daily basis, you guys are not linear. You have been living a life where you had to learn to be in the matrix. You had to learn to be linear. It goes against your natural state. But what happens when we sit here and start thinking about, when's this going to stop all this hurting, da-da-da-da-da, is your attention is still in that old energy. So all that you've tried to work through, it's not that you lose your progress or how religion or Christianity says, oh, you backslide. It's not that. Doubt and fear and these lower vibrational emotions, it's not that you lose what you've done. It just puts you in a timeout or like a pit stop. And in this pit stop or timeout, you're stuck. You're ruminating in all the muck. To get through that, and to get through that the quickest way possible, you really have to find the balls, basically, to self-discipline yourself. Self-discipline your thoughts, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. And altered ego monkey mind has been running your show for so long. So guys, for those of you that this is hitting and you're exhausted, you're tired, you're ready for the change to come in, you're sick of hearing it's coming, because, you know, you may be watching different tarot readers and all of that, looking for signs or messages. You know, we're all talking about the same thing. We all tap into the same energy. We deliver it different ways, but at the bottom of all of it, it's still the same thing. This journey is a journey of self-mastery. Self-mastery doesn't come by somebody coming into your life and waving a magic wand and bibbity boppity boo, you're in a whole new life. No, you make that happen for yourself. And you do it every day in the trenches of this stuff. Guys, I know it's not easy while you're going through it. However, going through it is the only way you're going to get out of it. And a lot of us avoid going through it. So we do all these different things. We think, well, if we don't look at it, we push it down, then, you know, it'll just go away. And that's not what happens at all. All right. So we're starting out with cleanse, sovereignty, and meditate. Yes. This actually came to me yesterday, this prompting to really cleanse, not just the physical space, but your body temple as well. Pay attention to what you're putting into your body. Food, drink, extracurricular stuff, whatever's going on. Check in with your body. If you're, I feel like many of you have been not eating as much, not wanting to eat as much. Check in with your body. There's an energetic reason for that. You may need to or may want to look at fasting if that's appropriate for you. Guys, this is a general reading. Not everything is going to fit for everybody. But if that rings true for you, then this message is to encourage you to really focus on cleansing your space, your body, your mind, and your emotional body. Sovereignty. This is all about remembering who you are, remembering the sovereign being that you are. You are one with Source, whatever name you call Source. That you are created in the image and likeness. That you do not need anyone else's validation for your self-worth. But that's what the Matrix, that's part of the trap you're trying to escape from. The Matrix makes us believe we need outside validation. And if we get outside validation, then we're okay. That's the trap. I love this card. Look at how, I believe it's she's sitting here. Guys, meditation, this is a huge key in spirituality. There's no right or wrong way to meditate. There are many different ways. For those of you that have been resisting meditation in whatever form, know that it is a spiritual tool that at some point you do need to adopt in whatever form, because it's via meditation that you connect to the sovereignty. How is that? When you get to that point in meditation where you silence the mind, you're connecting with the heart, you're going within to connect within and above. That's when you're in the flow. You're literally putting altered ego and monkey mind to the side and saying, Source, God, whatever, all of you and none of me. Show me what I need to see. Meditation is not taking a laundry list or a grocery list of things that you need taken care of. Not at all. Meditation is a sacred time for you to check in, for you to get nourished and fed, not to bring a laundry list. Because guess what? Source already knows what you need. I know the matrix and different religions, and I'm not bagging on anybody. I'm just stating facts. So, but religions and the matrix teach that you need to bring all of your problems to God, and they teach you to pray non-stop with all kinds of words. Why? God is all-knowing. Your I am presence is all-knowing. It knows what you need. Why are you going to waste that divine sacred time going in prayer, rehashing the story of lack, limitation, hurt, and pain, which is essentially, begging a higher entity to move on your behalf? Just think about that for a moment. And again, everybody is at different levels. So for those of you that may still be there, there's no judgment, but you might be feeling irritated and uncomfortable that prayers aren't being answered fast enough, maybe, just maybe, look at the belief that you've been taught prayer wrong. Prayer and attitude are the same thing. Adopt an attitude of gratitude even when you're in the shitnado, because even in the shitnado, if you can find something to be grateful for, doesn't matter how little, you could build on that. An attitude of gratitude will move you through the storm fast. All right. And I know you're going through a storm. Why? Don't build a hotel in your bullshit. Do not build a Hilton. You don't need it. You build that hotel in your bullshit, guess what? You're decorating that thing. It becomes your sanctuary. What you don't realize is you keep putting air fresheners and candles in there, burning sage, but yet you're sitting in the shit. Just don't build it. You can't chase and receive at the same time. This is dual energy. This is being in masculine and feminine energy at the same time. It's literally sticking yourself on a hamster wheel and running around. You're getting nowhere. Your inner child deserves your attention. For many of you who are still here and this is resonating, your inner child, you've been quieting them, not wanting to listen, not wanting to hear what they have to say. But guess what? Your cells are always listening. What have you been saying? What is your inner dialogue? Because many of you, your inner dialogue is what's keeping this energy alive. On one hand, you're wanting to move past it and bring in this new change, but the other part of you keeps thinking about it. Your attention goes on it. So in this now moment, that's the only moment you have. You don't have the past, that's gone. The future isn't written yet. That's what you're doing in the now moment. But in this now moment, when at this stage for who this is resonating with, your energy really needs to be spent telling yourself your truths, whatever your truths are, and not listening to that inner dialogue, that monkey mind, altered ego. For whoever just said, how do I know the difference? Here's how you know. Altered ego, it's a programming. It is rooted and created out of doubt and fear. So it cannot come at you in any other way. So any thoughts or feelings that have any of this energy behind it, it's altered ego. Point blank. Whether you want to accept it or not, that's totally up to you. You have free will. But they are judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, shame, and gossip too. Gossip, ooh, guys, that'll bring you, that brings everything right back to you. So that's how you know if that inner dialogue towards yourself or anybody else has those tones to it, it's altered ego. All right, so we're looking at Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Six of Wands. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. For those of you dealing with somebody else and you're not sure what's true, what's not, you might want to go watch, when you're done with this, the video I posted yesterday that said it was a very specific reading, which it definitely felt very specific. Overnight, I have had so many people private message me or email me about how that resonated for them. And I understand. I mean, I get it. Totally. Aside from the comments that were placed publicly. This, you may want, if this resonates, you might want to go check that out. Because in all of that muck, that back and forth of trying to decide, do I give the benefit of the doubt, blah, blah, blah. You've known the truth all along. And I'm going to say that here too. You've already known the truth. The issue is our shadows. We all have different shadows. And I'm sure you guys have all have heard that. Shadows, our shadow side of our life is literally energetic projections from other people that we have taken on and adopted as our own. The shadow aspects are always in the human habits: judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, and shame. You are being called at this time to put any connections that have gotten you into this place that cause a lot of this hurt. It feels as if there is somebody in particular in your energy that, you know, was this Seven of Swords. Not very truthful, honest. There was always something else going on. This was brought into your life for you to turn inward, to find the love that you desire within you. To get solid within you, to find your own happiness. You have to feel, you have to give this to yourself first. This, you know, Five of Pentacles is about feeling rejection, abandonment, out in the cold, lost, you know, all of that. This process that you're going through is designed to help you find true happiness within you, knowing that you are worthy, that nobody else can make you feel that you don't belong, left out in the cold, all of those things. This literally is about getting a hold of your own thoughts. Feelings don't happen and then you get a thought. That's not how it works. You get a thought, then a feeling arises to match it. That's how this whole thing works. Universal laws, laws of manifestations, metaphysics, it all has to do with thought first. Because your thoughts literally are what starts this creative process. But your thoughts can't do it alone. You manifest from your feelings. So to get your feelings under control and in balance, you have to address your thoughts. For all of you who say, oh, you don't know how hard it is, blah, 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 blah. I know I may sound cold and dismissive. I don't mean that. But I am not the teacher, the guru, whatever you want to call me, that will sit here and allow you to stay in your story. I will cut you off. My students will tell you this. My private clients will tell you this. You book a reading with me, and if it's a live, we get on that call. You get 30 minutes or 60, whichever one you pick. But that time goes by fast. And if you want to spend that time rehearsing your story, I will cut you off. I don't need the story. You don't need the story. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you to this next level, because you repeating that story of all the stuff people have done to you brings you right back into that diaper. It's a comfort zone. There are other readers that are amazing here on YouTube that you could go find that, you know, will let you talk. And they'll tell you whatever, and no shade on anybody. I'm not that reader. You want to get out of your mess. You want the insight and the tools of what's going on in your life and how you can rise up and evolve and bring in more enlightenment. That's what I do. I will always bring it back to you, not in a judgment way, but so you can see where you've been self-sabotaging, where your blind spots are, and give you the tools in these readings on how you could climb up. I am not the one to come to if you want to sit in your diaper. I shut it down real quick. I do not entertain altered ego at all. That's why a lot of you get triggered, because altered ego is always setting up traps to hold you back in that limited thought pattern. I will irritate and trigger the shit out of altered ego. It's part of my purpose. So, for those of you that have not clicked off yet, you might have been telling me F you so many times. That's okay. No problem. For those of you that are still with me and really want to move forward, props to you. This work isn't easy, but your reward is about to come in. Do not give up now. Do not get weary in this fight. Watch your words, watch your words, watch your attitude. If you've got any complaints going on, you're robbing yourself. Turn those complaints into gratitude. Even if all you could say is everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for my highest good. Then that's all you want to say. Do what you need to do to get yourself out of murmuring, complaining, backbiting, all the shit that you've been through, all of that. You have spent too long doing that. You need to be your own cheerleader. Because guess what? The divine sees what you've been doing. You are right here on the verge of a brand new divine gift in finances, because all of this has taken a hit on your finances. Many of you may not even know how you're going to pay your bills. Source does. You guys have a need or desire. Guess what? Complaining and getting into whether it's internal or external dialogue of when's it going to happen, it's been so long, blah, blah, blah. That's all doubt and fear. You're going to keep it away from you. You've got two aces here. You have Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. Brand new beginning, brand new truthful beginning in something new. Look, rewards and recognition. You are about to be recognized for what you have been doing. There are people watching you you don't know, but every time you get into that lower vibration of complaining and when, why, woe is me, blah, 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 even if, here's a way that altered ego will get you as well. A lot of times during this stage, altered ego wants us to post on social media all the stuff that we're battling through or whatever. Guess what? You're bringing attention to what you're trying to get out of. Stop being the runner in your own life and in your own healing. Right now, and I'm just speaking right now, there will be a time. There will be a time where you can share your story and it's not going to pull you back down. When is that time? When you no longer have any emotional attachments to it and you're not triggered in any way, shape, or form. You are so detached from it, it's literally like you're just telling a story of a movie you watched. If you are not there, zip it. Zip it in every form, because otherwise you're just bringing yourself back. Hopefully, this is giving you this epiphany. But I feel like you've been having epiphanies. I feel like this part could even just be for one of you. You get an epiphany, you get an aha moment, you hold on to it. Before you realize it, altered ego's already set up a trap, and you are back in that internal dialogue of thinking about either a third party, something outside of you, whatever's going wrong. You really need to Focus on this inner strength. Stop running from yourself, because you have amazing blessings that you deserve. These aren't just pie in the sky blessings. These are intentions and seeds that you have planted that you thought had not grown. It's not that your crop didn't grow. You kind of starved it a little bit because of where your attention goes. All right, beautiful heart, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this gave somebody some sort of clarity and hope, maybe even a little kick in the butt to pull your head out of your ass, get it back on your shoulders, give yourself that compassion and love that you are desiring from someone else. Give it to yourself first. That's being happy with you first. And when you do that, your whole world changes and opens. All right. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.